I want to share a hot topic that is going on in the Chinese internet right at the moment. And that is whether the last Qing dynasty of China were foreigners or Chinese. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, the Qing dynasty was ruled by a minority group of people called the Man people. And for the most part, they're East Asian looking people, but they have their own distinct language and culture. They're kind of like the Normans of England. Nobody identifies as Norman anymore. And it's just kind of an interesting chapter of history where these foreigners from France conquered England. Same case with the Qing dynasty up to now. But some recent online events have caused a massive, sudden shift in opinion on this topic that previously very few people thought about. And now, people are beginning to think that the Man Qing dynasty were foreigners who were hidden in plain sight in Chinese society and exploited and ruled our people as colonists. This idea that there is a foreign group that is hidden in plain sight who occupy a privileged but exploitative position in society isn't unique to China. And in the case of China, discussions about history is often an indirect discussion about politics. And now that the view of the Qing dynasty has been flipped the other way around, a lot of historical events are now being questioned. For example, the various rebellions of the 19th century, such as the Taiping Rebellion, the Boxer Rebellion. These people were previously considered extremists and rebels to society, are now being seen possibly as patriots. And if the rebels are patriots, then it raises question, who are the authorities that put them down? Look, I don't consider myself educated enough to have a debate and discussion on the details of this history. But on all the questions about whether there is a foreign parasitic group that is harming society, no matter where you are, I think there is a very simple litmus test. And that is, do the average people live well? Secondly, do the talented people of society have opportunity of social advancement?